Welcome to a very special one bottle review. Today we have special guests, my friends Angus and Carlos from the Got Somme podcast. Or maybe I'm their guest? I'm not 100% sure. The real good news is we found a bottle that we can both find at our local wine shop. So maybe you can find this at yours too. Carlos, do you want to tell us what we're drinking?
Yeah, sure. So, hello everyone. We got Frederic Savart, so a Premier Cru Equi from Montagne de Reims. So this is the cuvée L'Ouverture, and that's what we're going to be drinking.
I got a question for you, Garth. How much did you pay for this bottle?
I paid about $80 American.
Okay. Do you want to have a guess how much it cost us?
Well, I know because I saw it on your email to me, but...
Yeah, 200 Australian dollars, which we actually got on a discount down to 170. But yeah, not a cheap bottle of wine, but much cheaper for you on that side of the fence, which is nice for you.
Yeah, it's not bad. I got a little bit of a head start and opened my bottle. There's two of you guys for a bottle and one of me, so maybe we get into it, huh?
Go for it, sir.
You obviously luckier than us.
Well, you could have bought two bottles, I guess.
Do you hear how much it cost?
I did. Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry for the rough word.
So how long ago did you guys take your bottle out of the refrigerator?
15 minutes.
Okay.
And it wasn't incredibly cold. Right?
No, it also
So
came in a
it's-
backpack from my house to the studio. So anyway, all the way across the world, cheers to you, Garth. Cheers to you, Carlos. Happy New Year's to everybody watching this.
Yeah, Happy New
Cheers,
Year's,
guys.
everyone.
Oh, it smells beautiful.
I think the temperature is perfect. It's really, really good temperature for the...
When did the idea, Garth, come to drink a whole bottle and assess it?
You know, I was thinking about a way that we could sort of destigmatize champagne. For me, my goal has always been to get people to drink more champagne. And I was sitting at home one day, my wife was out of town, and I thought, it'd be really funny if I drank an entire bottle of champagne and I put it on the internet. My friends would giggle about it. And it turned out to be something that a lot of people really enjoyed. And so it's grown into a pretty big thing, but it really just started out as me trying to find a way to get more people excited about champagne.
Stunning bottle on. I'm not sure how yours is reflecting, but ours is absolutely stunning. Great bottle.
Yeah, mine's really, really tasty. I mean, if you look at the color,
Yeah.
it's got a little bit of that like copper hue to it. Yeah, you guys too.
Consistency, but knowing that your bottle was disgorged a few months after ours, in the same year is actually quite interesting as well.
What would that we do on the back of our bottle? It does say that it was disgorged in July 2023, and yours is September, Garth.
Yeah, September.
So yours is 2 months
2023.
after us. What is 2 months left on lees do for champagne?
Well, it's not exactly just the 2 months. It's obviously the demand of having those bottles that disgorged 2 months after to go somewhere around the world. It's not about the difference exactly on the bottle of 2 months, because it won't make a huge difference, obviously. Incredibly bubbly, even from a large glass. Sometimes you tend to lose the bubbles a little bit faster, and it just keeps giving.
Yeah. I used to have people ask me all the time. They say, what if you drink out of a big glass? Will it go flat, or will you lose the bubbles faster? And the answer is always like, if your champagne goes flat in your glass, you're drinking it too slow.
Thanks for bringing it to that point, because I think it's a very special bottle of wine. Again, they are surely less expensive bottles of champagne. They are more expensive bottles of champagne, but it is a top champagne. It is a great producer, and I don't want it to seem like we just smashing a bottle of champagne, by drinking it fast. That's not what we're doing, right? We are appreciating it in a slightly different way. But I do agree that, sometimes people may have the glass for too long the wine too long in the glass, and it go flat or it go warm. Not saying that they have to drink faster, but yeah, it happens for sure.
Yeah, we're not necessarily drinking the champagne so fast that we're disrespecting it. We're not drinking it out of a chambon or anything of that nature.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah, the champagne, obviously we're drinking it faster than normally we'd recommend for people in a restaurant or at home with their friends. But the idea is that you can get a lot out of a bottle of champagne. And I used to always tease that the bottom half of a bottle of champagne always tastes better than the top half. And that's just science. I mean, drink an entire bottle of champagne and tell me that the bottom half wasn't better, right? And so that's sort of the idea of drinking this, is that you get all the way through the bottle and you really get to see it evolve and change, not the way it would over 2 or 3 hours if you were drinking it with all sorts of other wines, but to really kind of watch something change and evolve in your glass is a lot of fun.
Yes, I mean, one of the things that we've spoke a lot in this podcast was always about, opening a bottle of wine, whether it's champagne, whether it's white or red, but a bottle of wine that we would open and enjoy the process of opening the bottle and finishing the bottle. And this goes to a lot of people that, would ask us, oh, when should I open this bottle? How far in advance should I open this bottle? Should I decant it? How many hours before? And obviously this goes to them. This is not something that I would do every day or, enjoy every day, because yes, I would love to maybe even decant this bottle of wine. You could, and just keep it on top of the ice to maintain the temperature and enjoy it, over a few hours. Of course, alongside anything, because you wouldn't be able to just enjoy one bottle of wine over a few hours. You probably need something else alongside to enjoy, and to pair with what you're having. This may be a good starter. This would be an amazing wine to start with oysters and end with your panna cotta, or with your Christmas cake, So, and let the wine sit on top of the ice and evolve while it's open. And, again, start the meal and end the meal, even with cheese. This would be great with cheese,
Yeah, this champagne's got some weight and some body to it. It's definitely not, sometimes people think champagne is just like this laser focused sort of thing that's great with, like you said, caviar or oysters, but be done with it before salad course hits, because it doesn't have enough to stand up to it. And this has that sort of texture and body that would stand up to, like you said, cheese or even a meat course of some sort, because this champagne really just, it's not one note. There's lots and lots of different things that are going on in this bottle.
Certainly. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. You're right. I like the sharpness of it, and on the back of our bottle it says 2 grams. So it is a very dry. It is extra brut style, which is really refreshing. It's lovely. So really that strong sense of acidity is beautiful. That delicate strawberry, etc.
No, you guys are way ahead of me over here.
Which leads me to, even salmon, a fat fish that is delicious. I think with this could go incredibly well as well. So it is a wine that could go from the beginning until the end of the meal,
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I think that what you really are looking at, it does go down pretty quick, doesn't it? I mean, I think what you're looking at is a champagne here that's more like wine. It's definitely, I had a champagne producer tell me once. He said, to make great, and this is the gross oversimplification, but he said, to make great champagne, you make great wine and then you put bubbles in it. And that's really the way that I like to think about it. And that's how I think about it when I tell people not to drink it out of a flute, and don't necessarily, put it in the freezer and get it really cold before you drink it, because you wouldn't do that with a fine wine. Why would you do that with a fine champagne? And this drinks, I mean, I put this up against pretty much any dish on any menu in any restaurant, from, Moroccan to Japanese to American to, I mean, whatever you want, I would put this up against it. I guarantee you it would stand up to it.
Yes, you are 100% right. You are 100% right. It goes with a wide range of food, Japanese, Korean. You could go your fish and chips and Frederic Savart, it's just as simple as.
That sounds like a really good pairing, actually.
100%. The fattiness, the oiliness of the fish and the chips, with this sharpness, acidity, refreshing, light note, this fine bubble, this mousse, it's just absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Great bottle of wine. We got a really good bottle.
Cheers, guys. Happy New Year's.
Cheers.
Happy New Year's. Cheers. All right.
Cool.
Love that.
In Australia, we do it over this is a bit risky, but we do it over our heads.
I mean, let me see. Hold on. I'll do it over my head too. Hold on.
All right. You ready?
Well, look, I think it's yes, some fine oils. This champagne may have some fine oils, so it may just be beneficial to your hair.
There it is, the one bottle review. Garth, thank you so much for bringing us into your way of assessing champagne. We really do appreciate it. I'm not talking when I've got two champagne experts here, so I'll throw to you first. Garth, what do you think of the champagne?
This champagne was really fun, and I'm so happy to be able to share it with you guys. It's interesting because when you taste this champagne, it has this weight and this depth. A lot of times people look at champagne and they think, oh, it's just this like really bright, effervescent thing that you drink with your aperitif in a tall flute in the corner of a cocktail party. But this was broad. It was beautiful. It was really wonderful. And as we sort of discussed as we were tasting it, this would pair with a lot of really great things from, raw salmon in your appetizers all the way through to your cheese course.
Yeah.
Carlos?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look, I think I've said enough about the how it tastes, I guess, and I completely agree with you, Garth. That's absolutely spot on. So Frederic Savart obviously took over his dad, Daniel Savart, that himself took over his grandfather, René, which planted the vineyards in 1947. And I think he has had a huge change since Frederic took over, because he was that passionate boy that wanted something with minimal intervention, as raw as he could be, and of course with that movement of the grower champagne. I think they have moved from Gros Champagne to Négociant, Manipulin. They have 4 hectares of vineyards that were planted for a very long time, which they looked after. But I think they start buying a little bit of grapes now, 2 hectares. So, since they buy grapes, they're not a grower Manipulin anymore. But they're doing incredibly well. I think it's again a
Just
beautiful,
based off the taste, yeah.
yeah, just absolutely, it's absolutely stunning champagne. Still a very, very small producer, just a little bit over 37,000 bottles.
Yeah, it's 3,000 cases. It's tiny.
6 hectares in total. That's minimal. Yeah, look, I mean, it's Ouverture is kind of one of their entry level champagne. They have other cuvées, but always, fine, elegant, low dosage, so a brut, extra brut style. Incredibly delicate. I think it's just absolutely magnificent.
And it was a pleasure to share it with you. Thank you for the 60-second review, Garth. Obviously, for people who don't know this, it took over 30 minutes of us just having a great chat from 2 different parts of the world and enjoying a beautiful bottle of champagne, presumably the exact same taste. It's nice that we are connected by the internet, but really we get to share in real life a bottle together and some stories. So thank you. And make sure you follow Garth. And I'm sure the same way your way. And we appreciate your time.
Absolutely, guys. Enjoy your buzz. Enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you next time on One Bottle Review. Let's do this again.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, Kat.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.